What's up, Joe fans? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gearing up with the Elite, the G.I. Joe Rapid Strike Commando. Fast, tactical, and loaded with gear. This is one figure you don't want to miss. So let's get started. This Rapid Strike Commando is part of G.I. Joe's modern tactical lineup from 2011, designed to represent special operations soldiers of high-risk missions. The packaging features bold artwork, and inside we get a highly detailed mission-ready figure. Let's go ahead and check out the packaging. Again, we have this G.I. Joe Rapid Strike Commando logo. Pretty cool, right? This is the Raw style logo. It's got Hasbro. It's got some nice artwork there. It's got the figure with some of the accessories. Celebrating real heroes. And here's the top. The side. And it shows, different other figures. An Army heavy gunner. A first responder firefighter. A police K9 unit. Look for these these G.I. Joe Real American Hero figures. And then here's this. And then we look at the back. It says, celebrating 30 years of a real American hero. G.I. Joe Rapid Strike Commando. And then here is the figure. It says, helmet, communication system, ballistic safety glasses, tactical assault rifle, belt with holster, combat knife, combat gear, semi-automatic pistol, authentic uniform. And here it is. Let's go ahead and pull him out of the packaging. Let's go ahead and talk the gear. This Commando comes equipped with an assault rifle. Here it is. It's got a little strap on it, scope. There it is. Let's see if this adjusts. Yep, it adjusts. See that? And here it is. Right? It comes with a knife with sheath, combat knife with sheath right here. I'll go ahead and put that in later. Right? And it comes with a comms pack, communications pack right here. Here's the radio, right? Oops, the antenna popped out. Here, see if I can get the radio out. Here, the radio does come out right there. It's in here. And here's all the details that go with it. It's the earpiece right there. And the strap, right? Pretty cool. This clips onto his belt. Okay, then let's go ahead and check out the figure here. Let's go ahead and check him out. Get this light set up here. And he's got a nice helmet. Let's take that helmet off and just check it out. Right, very nice with the strap. He's got these goggles, right? These goggles here. And they've been on him for a while, so kind of marked his nose, but color is a little different on this figure here. You can see the color is a little off here a little bit. It's blonde. Yeah, he's got some great articulation, right? Super articulated body, because here are the hands. You can see he's got the G.I. Joe logo here, and he's got it here on his dog tags, right? And here they are, right? And very nice uniform. Very nice camo here. Pattern on this. Let's take a look at that. Web belt, right? It's got his elbow pads right here. And his trousers, right? Nice boots, right? Little soft rubbery boots. And some knee pads, and again the belt, and he's got a pouch right here. Actually, this is his holster for his firearm right here. Sorry. Right there, you can see it in there. I'm not going to open it up because I don't want to have to struggle with it, but it's in there. And here he is. And let's check out the articulation. Again, we know it's good because it's that super articulated body, right? Here, right? He bends. Does he bend? Yeah, he bends a little bit, not much. He does not bend a whole. Oh, there he is. There he is. Okay. Bends, right? He's a little stiff because he's been sitting in that package for a little bit. And there he is, his knees, right? And let's get his knees bent here a little bit. Alright, let's see. You got to figure out these figures here where the knees are. There it is, right? You can see that this figure's been around for a while. And I got to turn these legs a little bit and fix them. But other than that, there he is. Okay, like I had mentioned before, his knees did not want to bend. It's because I had to, they were twisted, I guess, in the packaging and stuff. But there they are. Look, his knees work fine. His legs work great. Oops, this came off. But, yeah, his legs are great. So, he's got super articulated body. Again, another thing to notice is he's got a little hole in his ear where the earpiece goes in for his radio. See that? Right there. And just to compare this G.I. Joe action figure with some of the other figures in my collection, I pulled a couple of these figures out here. I have a Blue Box Toys Sergeant Barney. I do have an Ultimate Soldier U.S. Modern Desert Infantry uniform set with a G.I. Joe action figure, a more modern, super articulated action figure. And then we have the Action Man Long Range Desert Group action figure. That is one of my favorite action figures of all time. And just also, I don't know if you can notice this, but both these figures have different head sculpts, but they're both super articulated figures. But just take a look at the skin color on them. Let me zoom in on them, and you can see the difference here in the hands. You see that? Even in the faces. But look at the color of the hand here and the color here. It's just a little bit off. You can look at the same thing here with the heads sculpts right here, how different in color they are. But there they are, just to compare. He'll fit in very well with the remaining figures here that I have in my action figure collection. Again, the G.I. Joe Rapid Strike Commando. Right there. Again, this figure will thrive in diorama scenes. Urban combat, jungle ops, you name it. If you're building out a Joe display or creating a stop motion, this guy here is a star player. The G.I. Joe Rapid Strike Commando is perfect for collectors and customizers alike. And I'd like to say that this is one of the strongest modern Joe releases. And just so that you saw, I did compare him to some of the other figures that are in my collection. Thanks for watching. If you're all about G.I. Joe, hit the like button. Subscribe for weekly or occasional figure reviews. And if you haven't hit that like button, please do so. And turn on notification so that you can receive notice of future upcoming videos. Again, if you haven't subscribed, I invite you to do so. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything, and it really helps the channel to continue to grow. So let's add to the action with Action Joe Figs.